so today I have a update review. How did I like it on the vendor Dessa? So I had ordered a mystery box from her on her Facebook page. So this is my review of it or my updates of it. Um, it came in 9 cents in that box. 2 of the cent I have not melted, and I don't think I will. It was in my melting box for June, but I don't think I can, and because the reason is this is October and it smells like fall. It smells like cider mill fall. I am not a seasonal melter, but I don't think I can because yeah, there's just too much cinnamon, too much cider, too much of that right now going on. And the weather here is so hot and I cannot get myself to melt this. So I think I'm gonna put this to the side and revisit it in October time, because hence the name October, right? So it will be perfect during that time, not now in June. And the other one is fall foliage. It smells like a tree, like a straight up Christmas tree in my house if I were to melt this. It's very pine needle, very tree. So when we have our fake Christmas tree out, I think I will melt this and it will be better. Because right now I cannot. I wanted to, but I just cannot. But the other 7 I have tried, and first off, these scents are not the scents that I would pick for myself, but some of them surprised me when I warmed them. And like everybody say, you know, on all the YouTube channels, I think almost everyone says, do not judge the scent by cold sniff or on cold, because it could totally surprise you. It could totally change, and it did. Some of the scent did. Some stayed the same. Some I was like, I knew you're gonna smell like that, and you smelled like that. It's some, you know, you can judge. But for the most part on cold scent is to see whether I would like the scent, but you can totally fall in love with the scent once you warm it, or you can totally hate it too. So let's get into my updates. This is Island Fresh Game. So once again, the company is Dessa. She is currently closed right now. She just opened last Saturday, June 1st, for her unlimited pre-order, and then now she is closed. But her next opening will be in August, and your girl would definitely be on that pre-order because I wanted to try out her wax, and because they're not the scent that I like, but her wax, a little spoiler alert, her wax is amazing as performance. Like, they threw so well. This is, see, I ramble. This is Island Fresh Game, and I had this in my Sensi's, they're called the Crush Warmer. They're a light bulb, they're 25 watts. It was in my bathroom, in the 2 bathroom. I cut it in half, so I want to say this is a 2-ounce scent shots, but they're not fully 2 ounce. So when I cut it, I want to say maybe each of the halves were from 8.8 ounces to 0.9 ounces. They were great. They were great inside the bathroom. So each half went in each of the bathroom, because I have 2 bathrooms, and both are the same warmer in there. Is the Sensi Crush. I'll probably put a picture so you can see what the warmer looked like. It performed really well, but here's the thing. Laundry, especially like Gain wax, scent, oil, I think is very strong. Like, I can smell it in the cup still. That's how strong it is, because it's just the nature of that oil. It's a strong oil. Laundry oils, most laundry oil to me are strong oil. So hers did not disappoint. Hers was kicking it, throwing it. It was great. So, and then the rest, I had it in my office and in the living room. And in my office, I used the Glade 20 watts, and some I used the Ashland 24 watts. So they both performed well. I melted fresh bread and jam. You totally can get the bread, but the jam was there. I prefer, it's like a strawberry jam. It was so good. It surprised me because, like I said, on cold, I was like, no, But when it's warm, the jam pulled out. I totally can smell the bread. I wish the bread wasn't, it was like 60% jam and 40% bread. I wish the bread was a little bit less, but it was a good scent nonetheless. Would I repurchase this? I think I would want to try out her other strawberry scent, because her strawberry scent that I get in here was really good. I don't know if I would go for this one in particular, but nonetheless, I liked it. If I ever get it again, I would totally melt it. It wasn't an ill, gross, or anything like that. I really like it. Apricot nectar, not April. Apricot nectar. You know, when I was smelling the wax on the outside and on the bottom, I didn't get much of a strong scent. But when you cut it in half and smell the inside, you can totally get that. You get that apricot scent. And I prefer peaches to apricot. But it was good. And it wasn't, I want to say it's a medium throw. It wasn't super strong. Like, Gain was super strong. The fresh bread and jam was also very strong. But to me, apricot nectar was medium. And maybe it's because fruit scents to me, fruity or fruit scents are more lighter than a bakery or a laundry. And this was good. It was in the, I split it in half. One went into the Ashland, one went into the Glade. Performed well in both, actually. And it was good. I don't think I would repurchase this scent in particular, but like I said, the wax was great. Granny Smith apple was strong. Now it has a tartness, sourness, like, you know the Granny Smith apple is that green apple that you make apple pie with, right? So there is no pie note, there's no bakery note. This is straight up, like you cut that apple and you smelling that apple, or the skin, you know, like I like to peel my apple skin. I'm not a big fan of eating apple skin. I know you should, because that's where all the nutrients and the healthiness is, but I like to peel my skin anyway. But when you peel, you get that smell. I can get that tartness, sourness of the Granny Smith apple. It was okay. It was good. I think this would be really good in the fall, because you know that's when September time comes around. So if anyone is an apple lover, this is for you. Bubblegum, same place. Went into the office and the living room. Bubblegum was strong, was medium high. Now here's the thing. My style of warming is I would pop it in at 9 o'clock in the morning, because I sprained my ankle this past couple of days. So I've been off, and I'm gonna have this from the 1st. I've been off since June 1st till today is June 4th. So I've been off these couple of days. So I've been melting like crazy. But my melting habit is 9 o'clock in the morning, or 7 o'clock in the morning, I change it out. Sometimes 9, depending on how early or late I would wake up. But usually 7 to 9 is when I change out my warmers. And then at around 3 o'clock, if I'm home, I would change it out again. If I'm not home, I would let that thing run all the way through until I come home. The scent that you will get the strongest would be the first 2 hours mark. Like that first 2 hours, these things were kicking it. I could smell it. I don't have to go to smell it. Like I can just automatically smell it. My husband coming in from, you know, because he come in and out his job, he doesn't have to stay in one place all the time. So he'll sometimes come home for lunch, come home to take a little rest. But when he come home, he's like, oh my God, that is strong scent you have going on. But yeah, so, and then at 3 o'clock, by the 2-3 hour mark, the scent has died down. I feel like each step of the hour, the scent get less strong, less strong. Some actually is weird, is it will be light and then get stronger in the middle, like around the 2-3 hour mark, and then it will die down slowly. So the length of the scent doesn't really matter to me, because I change it out at 3 o'clock anyway. So that's, I know it's a little hard to like judge. Some people want to know how long the longevity of a scent is. To me, I want to know, does it smell good? And if at least if it hits 3 hour mark, then I'm good, because at 3 o'clock, by that time I'm tired, I want to do a different scent anyway. Okay, ramble over, back to the scent. Bubblegum smells like, have you ever been to the dentist and they ask you what flavor fluoride thing you want? Like bubblegum or stuff. That's what this smells like. It brings me back to the dentist. time, which I do not enjoy. I hate going to the dentist because, so this was not a good one for me. It smells like bubblegum medicine. It smells like bubblegum dental thing. And that's true to its nature, is the bubblegum. So yes, it smells like those bubblegum that you, not the fresh minty gum that you want to freshen your mouth with, but the sweet gum that kids like. So that's what it is. Not a favorite, but the throw was strong. Bear Claw. Bear Claw is Tara Lynn's, here on YouTube, favorite scent. Not particularly from Dessa, but she likes Bear Claw. And to me, this smells like a cinnamon donut. Like, that's, I have to go and get a Bear Claw and see if it smells like that exactly, because I think there's a donut shop around the corner that sells it, but it's bakery. It was strong. It's cinnamony. So if you like cinnamon, you like bakery, you like those, it's not a bready scent. Like, you know how fresh bread and jam is that bready scent? This one doesn't have that bready, doughy scent to it. It just has more of a bakery, cinnamon kind of scent to it. I liked it. I don't love it, where I will have to go and get another one. Surprisingly, I like this on cold. I didn't like this on cold. I prefer this, the fresh bread and jam, on warm over Bear Claw, because Bear Claw just smells like a cinnamon donut. Like, it smells like a cinnamon bakery where there's other vendor who has it, and I just don't particularly think it's awesome sauce. But fresh bread and jam was more awesome sauce to me. But it was strong though. It was still very strong. Last but not least, I melted cranberry jam sugar cookie. I did not get too much cranberry jam in here. I mainly get sugar cookie, which wasn't bad. It wasn't a scent that I was like, ooh, you know, like how, I'm gonna go back to it again, like how fresh bread and jam, I went, ooh, I really like that. This one, I was like, it's okay. It was a sugar cookie with a little hint of berry to it, a little hint of cranberry to it. But yeah, it was in my living room and office. Once again, Dessa surprised me. Her wax, although is not the scent that I like because it's a mystery box, which is not her fault because she doesn't know what I like or don't like. She just put, you know, she just put in things that, you know, a variety of scent. And she said that on her Facebook group, that it's not something that you can choose. It is a mystery box, and it's gonna have a variety of bakery, fresh, fall, and stuff like that. Will I order from Dessa, or do I recommend you to order Dessa? 100%. Her wax actually is really good, and it's soft to cut. Like, it's soft where you don't have to microwave. I don't know whether it's because of the weathers right now. It's in June, it's kind of hot, or that's just the type of wax she has. She has a wax that is hard to hold. I mean, it's not gushy or bushy or anything like that. If you can tell, it holds its shape, but it's very easy for you to slice. I use a crinkle cutter, by the way, for you to just slice it in. I did not have to microwave it. It didn't crumble. It went in like, not like butter, should I say. It went in very easily, and it was very easy for me to cut it without having to microwave it, which was a plus, because I love cutting wax, but sometimes when you have to go and microwave a tiny scent shots to cut it, you get lazy. But yes, so definitely check out Dessa when she reopened in August. That's what I saw. Checked out her Facebook group. I'm gonna link her Facebook group. I'm gonna put it all in the description. I'm gonna have her website. Go on her website, check out the scent list. Like, I think because it's in August, I think in July I'm gonna make a list of things that I like. She has different shapes, different I think you can also do a custom of like 2 cents to 3 cents in there. And yes, so that is everything. I'm gonna try to see if I can link also all the scent note description down below so that you can see. Once again, I tried it with my Ashland, I tried it with my Scentsy, and I tried it with my Glade warmers. Now, you give me a throw in a Glade warmer, but then again, it could be because it's a laundry, that's why it threw well. So I'm gonna test out other one too. So far, I think it's a really good hit. It's a good one. Dessa is a good vendor. almost everybody kind of rave about her, like having a medium high to a high throw. Longevity, I can't really tell you, but I can tell you that definitely in like the first 3 hours, it is good smelling. If you want it to last a whole day, probably not gonna last you a whole day. You know, like with any scent though, anyone out there who tell me that their wax lasts 24 hours and it's just like constantly strong 24 hours, I'm like, I have to try that, because most of my wax lasts strong the first 3 hours, medium the next hour and a half, and then it's just like a barely there scent the rest of the way. I have a lot of wax in my stash, so I'm okay with changing it twice a day. So not 7 to 9 o'clock is when I change, and then 3 to 4 o'clock is when I change, or at night when I change, because yeah, that's just how I like to melt my wax. But thank you so much guys for checking back on my update with Dessa. If there's anything that you guys think that I would like, because I know, you know, if you've been in with my channel, and again, if you're a new subscriber, hi, consider subscribing, hit that bell. But if you are been a subscriber of mine and you know what kind of scent I like lavender, I like coffee, tell me what are her lavender and her coffee scent. Of course, I'm gonna pop onto the site, I'm gonna look for myself too. And yes, thank you guys. But yeah, until next time, bye.